My name is Stephen Ramsay. I'm an associate professor of English and a fellow at the Center for Digital Research in the Humanities here at UNL. And I also teach courses for the computer science department. It's sort of a truism to say that we are living through a time of rapid and intense technological change. And one of the most striking things about teaching in a room like this, that is, has multiple screens and multiple network jacks and multiple computers and lots of different tools, is that for my colleagues and I, suddenly the classroom not only is the online world impinging on the space of the classroom, but the classroom itself has a presence online, and so the lines between the sort of our physical presence in the classroom and our presence online is now starting to blur. And so in a class like mine, there are all kinds of external tools for outside the class that help to sort of let the educational process sort of move out into the online world. So now we have online forums, and we have things like Twitter, and we have instant messaging. There's a sense in which we're always on for each other in this class, and so students can ask me questions at any time, day or night. One of the delightful things about the collaborative learning space is that it doesn't seem like a classroom at all. In fact, it evokes nothing so much as a kind of groovy Silicon Valley startup. The colors are different, and the feel of it is different, and everything is on wheels, and there are screens everywhere, and there are Ethernet jacks everywhere, and there's computers everywhere. It completely changes the dynamic of the class for the students. I think it's almost as if the physical space contributes to them wanting to build things, because building is not a kind of head-down, solitary activity. Building is always a group activity. Building software is very much a collaboration, even if one of the main forms that collaboration takes is students asking each other questions and helping each other. And actually, it's been an enormous, that's another way in which the online sort of impinges on this class, because not only does this class itself form a kind of community of people trying to learn an admittedly very difficult subject, but it connects to communities elsewhere. They are always online trying to get answers to questions. They're always online with each other, trying to explore some area. And finally, in the physical classroom, they're forever sort of getting themselves into groups and trying to work out a problem. I really can't imagine teaching a course like this that is so much about building and creating, and again, learning a very difficult subject. I really can't imagine teaching it in a conventional lecture-style room anymore. I mean, I've certainly done that, but those kind of rooms don't sort of honor the spirit of what's being done. I'm very fond of telling my students, the hard part isn't building things. The hard part isn't programming. The hard part is figuring out what to build. And so they bring they bring such energy to that question, and they bring skills that I think they didn't realize they had to the question of what do we build and how do we imagine these tools being used.